Hello students. Today we will learn the role of microbes in treatment of sewage. Sewage is domestic and industrial waste containing maximum water, but it is highly polluted due to presence of floating debris, organic matter like excreta, silt and the grit, and dissolved toxic gases. Sewage is treated in two steps. Primary treatment, where microbe role is not involved. Secondary treatment, where primary effluent showing highest rate of BOD is allowed to undergo microbial activity, and then here the biogas is also generated. So let us study one by one. Sewage is allowed to flow through different sized wire meshes so that all floating debris can be removed. This is the first step in primary treatment, known as sequential filtration. It is physical removal of floating masses which contains cloth material, fibers, then plastic, papers, etc. Then there is a big tank where the sewage is allowed to undergo sedimentation. The purpose of this is the clay particles and the soil particles will settle down at the bottom of the tank. So during sedimentation, whatever settled mass is there at the bottom, it is removed at intervals as primary sludge. The water which is above is known as primary effluent. If we check the BOD of this, it is always highest. BOD stands for biochemical oxygen demand. Higher the BOD, higher the pollution potential. It shows that the presence of organic matter is maximum but no microbial activity due to less oxygen present in it. So, the primary effluent showing higher BOD is taken for secondary treatment. In secondary treatment, the first step is mechanical agitation, where the primary effluent is allowed to move continuously. There are stirrers available or blades available, and during this mechanical agitation air is blown. It is a source of oxygen given, and the inoculum is added. Inoculum is a small mass collected from activated sludge which contain the fungal, bacterial, algal components. So when inoculum is added during mechanical agitation and air is blown, it stimulates the growth of the microbes in it. The role of microbe here is digesting organic matter present in primary effluent. After some time, after enough time is given to the microbes for degradation of organic matter, in the settling tank water is collected. So far the flocks already grown. Flocks represents the meshwork-like structure containing fungal filaments having bacteria and algae like chlorella. So fungi, bacteria and algae, these are the three aerobes. In presence of oxygen, digest organic matter and responsible for reducing the BOD. So pollution potential is reduced by the role of microbes here. So in the settling tank, flocks is allowed to settle down at the bottom and it is removed as activated sludge. After removal of activated sludge, the water is taken which containing toxic gases and it is allowed for chemical treatment, and then it is released in the flowing water. Now collected sludge is taken in a anaerobic sludge digester. There it will decompose anaerobically with the help of methanogens. So methanobacteria will digest this activated sludge, and during this activity they release methane, hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. This is collected together and used as a renewable fuel known as biogas. Thus, sewage is treated to reduce the pollution of the flowing water. Without treating sewage, it is not released in the rivers. So, sequential steps involved in sewage treatment, they will ask you and you should explain it for 5 marks. First step, sequential filtration where floating debris are removed, followed by sedimentation where grit and the silt is removed in the form of primary sludge. Primary effluent showing higher BOD is taken for mechanical agitation in secondary treatment plant. Inoculum is added, air is blown, it allows the growth of the flocks which contain fungi, bacteria and algae, and then this flocks will degenerate or decompose or digest the organic matter. In a settling tank, the settled mass containing flocks known as activated sludge, and then secondary effluent with reduced BOD is treated chemically to remove toxic gases. There is one more question expected on this: differences between primary sludge and activated sludge. 5 marks question will come on the explanation of sewage treatment. With this, I'll conclude today's session. Thank you very much.